We are back and you're watching News Channel 3 live at 9. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that Black and Hispanic workers are consistently out-earned while on the job. And that holds true right here in the city of Memphis. Minorities in the Bluff City earn more than 30% less than non-minorities. To discuss all that and much more, we are live with the Greater Memphis Chamber of Commerce President, Beverly Robertson. Beverly Robertson, welcome to Live at 9. Good to see you on this Monday morning as always.
Good morning, Alex, and it's always good to be here and always great to talk to you about issues that impact the Memphis community.
Thank you very much, Beverly. Let's talk about some of these stats that we were just talking about, especially for the amount of income that is earned. How concerned are you about this?
Well, I'm really concerned about this, and I have recognized based on the data that comes from our Center for Economic Competitiveness that this racial wage gap really fluctuates from year to year. And we had made substantial headway in closing that gap in 2018, but then it went back up in 2019, and it's likely impacted by businesses that move in and out of the marketplace, Alex, and we further don't have as much diversification of industries that some other areas do. So that's a little bit of the history and background about the wage gap.
So, Beverly, as being president, what can the chamber do? What can this organization do to help close that gap, if anything?
Well, one of the things that we are doing, and certainly have been doing aggressively in the last year, is we are working very hard to attract diverse industries, certainly industries in technology, advanced manufacturing, because those industries do indeed pay higher wage jobs. And we actually have focused on some cluster industries, which will help that issue as well. And those industries include medical device, technology and innovation. It includes ag technology. We are certainly in the center of the country, so agriculture is really important. And then, of course, logistics and transportation technology and advanced manufacturing. We know that technological jobs and advanced manufacturing jobs pay higher wages, and we have about 70 major projects in the pipeline right now. We know that we won't land all of them, but we're working hard to land higher wage jobs so that individuals in the Memphis area can be trained to be able to secure those jobs, and those wages will improve and lift the bottom up if we can get enough people trained to help these companies come and to ensure that these companies will stay here.
Beverly, you might have some people out there who may not see the big picture, saying, well, this essentially does not impact me as an individual or maybe impact my company here in Memphis in the Mid-South. But does it really not do that? I mean, what's the big picture here if that gap is not closed?
Look, the big picture is that lower wage jobs perpetuate poverty. It does not create prosperity. And when you attract businesses at higher wage jobs, not only does it perpetuate poverty, it also perpetuates crime because people don't have the resources that they need to be able to buy a home, to be able to take care of their families, to be able to have food, to be able to educate their children. And so it affects all of us. You may think you're immune to this, but you are engaged in the middle of this because whenever we don't have people who can survive, they really go to different tactics to try to make a living and to be whole and make their families whole. So all of us are involved in this, not one or two of us. The Chamber's purpose is to relentlessly pursue prosperity for all. And I will tell you, that is exactly what we're doing. We want to attract companies that bring higher wage jobs, and we also want to attract industries that create higher wage jobs. We don't want to abandon what we've got because we need jobs all up and down the pay scale. But certainly having higher wage jobs will help to relieve some of that pressure on wages, and it will help us to bridge or close that wage gap. The Chamber of Commerce is out there fighting for this marketplace.
Beverly Robertson, always good to see you. We appreciate you taking the time.